What?
What's that noise?
Alvin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dahna.
Not just into Dahna, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dahna is going to be hollowed into oblivion!
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renus Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsef, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dahna, did anyone else see any weird light shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dahna's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dahna's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again. Okay, off we go.
You guys want to rest here?
armored soldiers.
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free.
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Come one, come all!
Eat dirt!
Where are you going?
Take this! Frozen Fury!
Leave the enemy arms to me!
No complaints here.
Not today!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
I'm ready.
Xion, astral energy, full throttle! A flawless victory. Naturally.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Bestow your mystic mercy.
I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Arc shield!
My turn!
One more!
Get!
Radiant!
I'm ready!
Arrow squall! What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories. I still got a ways to go!
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible, and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. I shall ensure you survive this.
Nothing gets by me! Annihilation! Let the marksman handle this!
Elusive deity!
By the power of Illuminator! Come forward and deliver!
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Thanks.
Here we go! Come in handy!
Take this!
Here!
You're finished!
This debt shall not be forgotten.
Wow! Look what I just found.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renans Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renans Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Hey, look at that enemy! It's shining! a really bad feeling about this.
Where are you going?
You're finished!
Stalagmite!
On your Orochi Fury!
Your wings won't save you from me!
Explosive ring!
Dance to the wind!
Now you see what I
I'm
can
ready!
Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory!
Now! Take this!
Naturally!
You're finished! Lunar Rondo!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see
I'm
about
ready!
that!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance! I'm not done! Lunar Rondo!
Glacial spear!
Now! Here's the evil! Kikara!
Rending you up.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it?
You got company!
You're mine!
Hear me!
Huh?
Fury! Burning Strike!
Orochi Fury!
Feel!
Blast the shot!
Up here, evil!
Bloody hollow.
Take this!
Freeze
You're
astral
finished!
energy! Now!
Flying free.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A
Not
chain
a
between
chance.
heaven and earth!
Yeah! It's over!
A wailing
Burn it
blasting
hell!
lightning! Searing flame!
Orochi
Reload!
Fury!
I'm ready.
Here! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Illuminate
My
the
turn.
dark! Touch the holy
You're
weapon!
finished!
Holy land!
Orochi Fury! Blast the shot!
Ready and lightning!
Lunar
I'm ready.
Rondo!
Xion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us!
Come and face me! You're mine!
Where are you going?
You're finished! It's on! Begin! Orochi Fury!
I can shatter any steel.
Do it! Bizarro! Frozen!
Hammer.
My turn!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Lightning! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got!
Well done!
chance.
Cyan instant! Back into the
You're
fray!
finished!
Annihilation!
Elusive deity.
You're mine! Lunar Rondo!
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Where are you going?
You're finished!
Air thrust!
Negative six.
A chain between
The
no
flare inside me yearns to be let free!
Lightning! Ray!
Explosive ring! Eat this!
Do it! Lost! Demon's descent!
Flashing fang.
Stay calm. I shall provide
I'm not
assistance.
done!
First aid!
Orochi
Let's go!
Fury!
Elusive deity.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Illuminate the dark! Naturally!
Orochi
Lunar
Fury!
Blast! Holy
It's
God on
on!
my watch!
Orochi Fury!
Astral
Here I come!
energy!
Ah!
Rending you apart. Bloody howling.
Here I come! Take this! It's over! Crush! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here I go!
Not a chance!
And again!
I'm not done!
Elusive
Lunar
deity.
Rondo!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Glacial spear.
Evil blade!
I'm ready.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Freezing
I can carve through armor!
Eat dirt!
Eagle Ray!
You're mine!
You!
The flame inside me
Do it!
yearns to be let
Go,
free!
Halim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
No escape!
Certainly not.
Allergic fury!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance! We're not done!
Lightning dance in the wind! Glacial Spear! Here's the magic is there!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
There's more where that came from.
Let's see what you've got.
You're mine!
Where are you going?
Allergic fury!
You must be tired of killing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Lazarus?
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
You're mine!
May a
It's
thousand
over.
gales not in your dreams!
Right.
Flame of thunder!
Allergic fury!
Glacial Spear! Let them march!
Here I come!
Rotating pile
It's
driver.
over!
Do it!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had. Wow, you've got to be lucky to find this stuff.
Indeed. I can tell it's quite the find.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renans, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dahna they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dahna, they're shooting it back down to Dahna as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, Then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... There has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You're finished! Not today! Black and flame! Orochi's fury!
Here's evil.
Can't get out of this!
Vanquish darkness.
Armor flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Now,
Orochi's fury!
astral energy, full throttle. Go! A flawless victory.
Here I come!
Naturally. I never miss.
It's on!
Leave the enemy turret to me.
Bathed in an instant! Impact block!
Sight
My
to the
turn.
wind. Got
You're mine! You're finished!
By the power of water.
I'm ready!
Looks like we got them all.
Go no further.
Take this! It's over!
An instant.
Burn! Tempest!
Far enough.
Orochi's fury! Elusive deity!
Air thrust.
Rotating pile! I'm ready!
Illuminate.
Light burst forth!
Radiant genesis. You don't mess around.
You're mine!
Certainly
You're
not.
Orochi's fury! Try this! Explosive ring!
Flooding your dreams. Do it. Get toasty.
Burn strike! This could be useful. Come and face me! You're mine!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Orochi's fury! Try this! Explosive ring!
A wailing dancing of lightning.
We got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! Orochi's fury!
Healing circle.
Okay, here I go.
Thanks for the healing.
My turn.
Watch yourself,
Okay,
okay?
here I go.
You too.
Stop!
Nothing gets by me!
Now, Dolly! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry
My
distraction.
turn!
There's still more to go.
Elusive deity!
Back into the fray.
Take this! Begin!
Step back! This one's all law!
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law,
Yeah, we're getting close.
Let's dispose of the trash. This one's mine. A wailing dancing of lightning.
Orochi's fury!
Lunar corruption. Ready.
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Illuminate the dark.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'm ready!
Heaven and earth.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Where are you going?
Take this!
Easter! Divine Strength!
Not today!
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! A flawless victory! Naturally!
Lunarongo!
Remain splendor!
As impressive as always.
No, I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
We managed to pull through.
Out of our way!
Here I come!
Negative gate!
Orochi Fury! Not the shot!
Here I go! And again!
This time! Not today! Take this!
One more time!
Rising, try this! Inferno I'm ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Now see what I can do!
In here!
Where are you going?
I'll be saving this one!
Orochi
May a thousand
Fury!
gales tear you to shreds!
On your knees.
Here I come!
In a bind?
Searing flame!
Take this! Dragon
Benediction
Form!
light.
Now!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Not a chance!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Renwell!
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine!
Dragon Form!
Resonate
You're
with the
mine!
earth!
You're finished!
Stalagmite! On your knees.
Air pressure! My turn!
Lunar corruption!
No escape!
Air force! Lunar blast!
Orochi
Back into the
Fury!
fray! Mega ray! Lightning condense!
Plasma shot!
Elusive deity!
Illuminated
Eagle ray!
mansion!
Take it! It's over!
Holy land! A chain between heaven and
Here I
earth!
come!
Ready and
Unwilling
wary! Begin!
beauty of
I'm
wisdom!
ready!
Law!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
And thus our strength yet grows.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.